Well, I'll tell you what, you can't beat the temperature. It's like 20 degrees. You know what you can beat? And you can beat this with a very large stick. The mosquitoes out here. Oh my gosh. There's a reason why the provincial bird for Manitoba is a mosquito. I'm not saying they're big, but you can usually tell what gang they're a member of by the tattoos they have. Oh, it just takes a fun right out of it. Oh yeah, that was Captain Pointless last year. No, he wasn't digging the hole because he wanted over here in with the girls that were in this pen. He was digging the hole because he wanted to be over here with the other bull. And he wasn't a fighter. He liked to fun around. So yeah, we don't miss Captain Pointless. Yeah. So, I am going to put up the double dip-de-doos, and we'll get this wire up. And then at that point, we could let these ones out. I've still got to put run the wire down the other side. I don't have any, pardon me, I don't have enough new wire left on the spool to do that side. But down in the silage field, we have 3 strands of high tensile laying along the top of the fences that we used to use for strip grazing. So that's going to start getting used. I can use it for this, and then I know one of them or a couple of them is getting brought up to do the dip-to-do wire in the paddock I was talking about in the last episode, where some of the little calves are getting through that older 3-strand barbed wire fence. Like at least a 4th strand will give them food for thought. But as you can see by how stretched that 3rd wire is, that is purely from heifers putting their heads through here, stretching all to heck. And as you all know, it's hard to retension a barbed wire fence because you have to keep going back and forward, pulling the staples out, jumping the barb and putting them back in. It's a bit of a long drawn out process, which we will do after the dip-to-do wire is up. Anyway, I'm going to get back to work, because if you look down here, oh, how pretty is that? Yeah, that is what you call formidable. Formidable, formidable. That's the extent of my Italian. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Well, as much as I don't like driving through my almost ready to cut hay, I'm gathering the wire that's racked up along that fence there out of the way, because I need that up at the farm. And I thought I'd stop here to show you this. So, it is actually budding, so we're not far off flowering stage. So yeah, I'm sitting on the quad here, and this is level with my butt. Now, this is not a low spot, because as you can see it drops off down there, but this is a level spot, so this I would say would be a healthy average. There is hilltops where it's top of the boots, and then back up at the end of the field there where it's sand. It's sort of halfway up the boots to top of the boots in areas, which is the worst of it. But we could literally cut this right now and bring off like dairy quality hay. But there is rain coming this weekend and next weekend, plus there's no flowers on it yet. What is that? Well, it's kind of a clover, that yellow flower there. It's coming on, but yeah, there's gonna be some good swaths out here. I'll just show you all this. So this is 75 acres, this silage field, and it's called a silage field because we used to always corn silage in here, and the plan is to eventually get back to silaging. That's why there's a silage chopper in the workshop being rebuilt. So this would be the field because it's right next to the bale yard where the pit will be. So But yeah, I just thought I would show you all this because we haven't had a huge amount of rain. Now, yes, we have had more rain than a lot of people, but across the average, there is a picture I will try and put in here, and if I have, that was, now Mrs. Piper Doug can correct me, 15 years ago right now. And yeah, that's what happens when you get a wet spring. Now, we don't need any more moisture until July. I'll put it that way. If the powers that be are listening, send all your rain north. Because apparently the wind is about to start howling this afternoon and it's pointing the worst direction for the fires up at Flin Flon. It's basically pointing the worst part of the forest fires back at the city. So, all positive thoughts going to Flin Flon. Now you'll be watching this after the fact, so you'll probably already know what happens. So, anyway, I'm gonna get back to yanking the wires. She's done. So, that is as much as I'm going to do with the paddock this year. So there's one more part of it, and I covered that in the last, as we might be changing when we're building a shed over here to store all the equipment. That way we get more stuff out of the workshop. So that'll get changed, and then the fence that goes from there around will get changed, and then that fence there will get changed. And apart from that, she's done. So, as you can see, we've got a jumper that powers these two wires, off of these two wires, off of the carry wire. So, we don't have a door built. We're not sure if we're going to, because we might have a different plan about bringing the cows in and out there. But what we'll do today is we'll take these two bits of tin down, and then there's a gate on the inside of the wall. Pull the gate, and then we'll let them out. And then they can come and go into the shelter out of the sun when it gets warm. Just noticed somebody beefed on that wall there and over there. Huh. Probably critters fighting. Couldn't see it being snow load though. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go, and I've got what's left of the wire. I'm gonna haul it out to ready to take it out of the field, but I'm gonna go feed them. And boss lady's coming back from the chiropractor, so we'll probably have coffee and then we'll let them out. And I know that's a certain somebody's favorite part of cattle farming. You know who you are. Oh yeah, there's the culverts, the new approach, the nice big trucking approach going in. So neat.
Well, everybody is nice and relaxed, midday enjoying the nice breeze. Right, Astro? Not a clue what's about to come when Piper Doug gets out here. You girls are gonna get pretty excited pretty quick. What's going on, Candy? Everybody's curious what that noise is. What's going on today, Piper Doug?
Opening the door very slowly. Piper Doug stuff.
Oh, hey Skulls. Oh, we're getting pretty excited all of a sudden. Here we go, Farm Grandpa. try this in a somewhat orderly fashion. All the Dippin' Dots are scared to come out. Nope. Little guy got scared. Got a whole field, ladies. Come on.
Come on, Janser. Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, panda girl. You show the boys how it's done. Bebop's in the back. Come on, panda girl.
Hey, Chancer.
So dangerous. So dangerous.
Hi. Oh, what is it, Chancer? Come on, buddy.
Come on, girls. Hey, enemy. Oh, first of the calves. Come on, Scully. Come on, babies. Come on, babies.
All the Dippin' Dots are scared to come out.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get far.
One last little bebop. Just not sure about the magic door yet.
Oh, you want to go tackle the rest of them?
Yep.
Hey, Miss Candy. Sweet girl. So I had someone ask, what's these boxes for in the pasture here? There's 3 of them. And if you look in the middle, you see a little sapling. The other 2, there's bigger ones. The one on the left is a cottonwood. The one on the right is actually a family tree. Our Auntie Chris donated us a basswood tree in honor of my mum passing last year. So it's there to mark. And it's growing really well. The big tree by the garage is actually a basswood that we have, and they're very well known as shade trees. So it's quick growing and it canopies really fast. So it'll be really nice with these animals to have somewhere to get in out of the sun. So here's one of the 1-year-old replacement heifers. She's the same size as some of our smaller heifers from last year. So see right there, well actually Butterball is standing in a hole, but that's Tina. She's me and her have issues, so oh, they're loving it. Who thought at this stage in my life, after this many years into ranching, I'd be driving an open station. This is really clean glass though. So the good news is, yesterday, which was Friday, apparently the glass is in. So the glass and the fuel pump are in at Shoal Lake Farm Equipment. So now the big thing is I got to get a hold of Highway Collision in Hamiota and set up a play date so I can just drive the tractor right up to them, and in that way they can center the glass in the opening, because the actual door frame is not actually centered in the opening, but the glass has to be. So hopefully this week that'll get done, because right now when it's raining I can at least drive back and forward with this opening pointing with the wind, but I don't want this opening when the mosquitoes are out, because that's not going to be good. And we already have a couple of % of flowering. Start to see some of the flowers just past there on healthy plants. So yeah, so we're getting up to haying season. So going to get the cows fed, everyone taken care of, and then we're heading to Brandon. Gonna go and help Liam with some yard work at his house in town. And I think we're having supper at Liam's. Mrs. Piper Doug has made supper to have there. And then I think our plan is we're heading over to Mrs. Piper Doug's mum's mother-in-law, Piper Doug. And we're going to have a visit with the mother-in-law's oldest little brother, Greg and Giselle. So I'm gonna get this done, try not to get too wet, because you can see between the showers. So the left bale feeder is empty, middle bale feeder is empty, the right bale feeder is still kind of half full, but that's kind of dregs, so I don't want to push them too hard on that. And yes, it would be a lot easier if I just put them out to grass, but all of the animals that are coming to this herd are not out of the yard yet. So the older cows, they come out this middle of the next week. And then the last ones, which there's a mosquito right there, get away with you. The last of them, which is the second calvers, get away, gotcha. They come in 2 weeks. So basically once the last of the second calvers that are either calving or not calving, once they are out, then we head north. So I'm gonna do this because none of you have offered to go out there in the rain and do it. And yes, I wish of wishes this would go straight north to Flin Flon and Nepal. I wish. You are a bottomless. Nope, you're not getting your goobers all over my pants. So yeah, we got slight showers. So Pardon me. They're all up into the shelter. She has got a dose of the runs, our little bebop. Don't know why. But she got medicated today, so hopefully she gets over it pronto. There's little Nikki 6 hanging out with Astro. And Puddin' Pop's there with the other girls. And we are still waiting for 51 to drop her calf. That's her right there. She's close as close can be. So as soon as she drops her calf, we can get these last 4 processed. Oh, it is cold. Oh, the good thing is the wind is out of the west, so at least the babies out in the field are sheltered by the yard. It's a wind chill of 5 degrees right now. Now, that's way better than that -9 that we were having, but this wind at, 8, so wind chill of 5. That'll still be making the calves chitterbug, as we say. So yeah, just keeping an eye on these girls. So there's still a couple of hopefuls, but it's starting to look very thin now. Because Tuesday is cut off, and I don't see any little dark lumps laying up in the bedding. So, but like, look at that. That's a wide load right there. But as Mrs. Piper Doug says, maybe they're just fat. They're quite big. So, like I said, there's 3 heifers in here to pull out to go to the bull, and then the rest will haul to market. Oh, I'm not lingering around tonight. Don't worry yourselves, I'm not gonna drag this out. We were away to Brandon tonight. Went to do some work on Liam's yard, trimming a bunch more of the overgrown garden that the previous owners had, and doing spraying the lawn for dandelions and such, and had supper, and then met up with Mrs. Piper Doug's mum and Mrs. Piper Doug's mum's brother, one of the brothers and wife. So having a nice catch up, some nice family time off the farm. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm not going to hang around much tonight. I think we've got a fair lot packed into this video. We've got a bunch of rain coming in tomorrow, and it's to stay in the low 20s for a while. And yes, we'll hopefully get the door into that tractor here. Maybe in the next episode, we'll see. So, thanks for watching. We're glad you all stopped in for a visit. And we will see you in the next episode. Isn't that right? New Johnny Deere George Guy tractor. Anyway, maybe we can wash this tractor now. Get all the animals out of the pen so we can get it washed finally. Okay, tatty bye. Oh, it's cold. I'm going inside.